Just need a bed, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And, right away, he lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And now running right through it. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Move. 180!
Play action. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Gotta go. Lock in.
This is Cohen. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Ran, touch.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ran, touch.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Let's go! Blue landed!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
No, check! Patriot! Now let's go! Blue landed!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Back to that Philly, here we go! Set! Blue landed!
They go back to the ground with Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 319! Hot!
He'll look to throw. Shifts free at the 15. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
The give is to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Looking to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Jones. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They get it to him running left. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky finding Gabriel complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A give to Jones. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Detroit!
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dodges him at the 50, and Watson has it right side. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hands up. 18. Lock in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Gone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd down, Trubisky caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Blue. Red, up. 180. Red, up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. That is a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You see it? Red, up! Hurry!
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Move.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Move. Hands up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears cut into that lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Gun! Gun, gun! We got three, fellas. We got three.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
On the counter, here's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Bucs on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Onto the field now come the Bears. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Kentrell Brice picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking deep for Gabriel. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A dump underneath to Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Hot. Hot.
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. and that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
And this will be caught at the 30. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Set, green 39, green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Hot. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set up. 180. Hey, 18.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll go again to Jones. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year